All right, so Davante Adams is on the move. You said on your show yesterday that he'd instantly make any team in the NFL better instantly. But for the most part, big name wide receiver trades haven't been to look what they look like on paper, and they don't end up working out.
Yeah.
But other teams in the running, would trading for Adams lead to dethroning Kansas City? And if not, why would they do so?
So listen, there's one team that's in the mix for Davante that I do think would change up the math a bit. I would still say the Chiefs are the favorite. But if the Bills trade for Davante Adams, that's a needle mover. So let's talk about the three best teams in the AFC, Demonte. And no disrespect to the Bengals, but their defense is dreadful. And no disrespect to the Texans, but they haven't quite, I know they're 3-1. They haven't quite clicked the way I thought they could coming into the year. So the three best teams are the Chiefs, the Bills, and the Ravens. Those three teams. And just follow me down this path. Who has the best quarterback? Kansas City. Who has the best coach? Kansas City. Who has the best defense? Kansas City. Who even has the best kicker? Kansas City. So how are either one of those teams going to beat the Chiefs in a high leverage spot? Well, listen, the bounce of the ball, randomness, but you don't really want to, rely on that. The Ravens decided, oh, okay, we're going to have the most devastating rushing attack in the NFL in the last decade. We're going to bring in Derrick Henry. We're going to play bully ball. We have this dominant rushing quarterback. And that's the curveball we're going to throw at a team who has the better quarterback, the better coach, the better defense. We'll see if it works out, but it's a strategy. Right now, the Bills don't have that pitch to throw. If they had Davante Adams, then it's like, oh, okay, we have the more dynamic, game-changing weapon on the outside. So for the Bills, I would be hitting up the Raiders and saying, hey, we know it's a one-year rental, but we're a little better this year than we thought we were going to be. We cleaned up our cap. So if you and Davante's not going to be on the team next year, so let's go for it, because I do think the Bills are going to struggle against some of the better defenses in football because they don't have those elite weapons on the outside. And as good as Josh Allen is, he's not Patrick Mahomes, and he's not going to be able to do what Mahomes did last year. And by the way, part of what Mahomes did last year involved having a top 3 defense in football, and the Bills aren't going to have a top 3 defense in football. Like, one of the stories of Derrick Henry's 87-yard touchdown run, DeMonze, was how fast he is. The other story was how slow the Bills' secondary was. Those guys looked like, and I know Derrick Henry's a freak and is fast, but those guys had the angle. They should have been able to at least
start. Right, they're in the backfield.
A head start, all of it, right. And I mean, Damar Hamlin and others looked like they were running in mud. And so I don't think the Bills have this elite defense. So yeah, Davante Adams would be a lot for them. I don't understand why. I get why there's the Davante Jets connection because of Aaron Rodgers. I mean, that's obvious. I don't understand why people are as optimistic as they appear to be that would fix the Jets. The Jets' list of issues, their 5 biggest issues, wide receiver depth is not one of them. So I get why Aaron would want him. I kind of get why Davante would want it. But if I were Davante, I would way prefer Buffalo or Kansas City.
Yeah, it's like the same thing as him going to play with Aaron Rodgers. It's like, wants to go play with my buddy, ends up not working out. You should probably, go somewhere where it
with
gives
him
you
to
the
go
best
play with
chance to
Derek
win.
Carr.
Yeah, like I feel like he did the same thing when he left the Green Bay the first time. And then Derek Carr.
Yeah, and by the way, the 2 teams that reportedly he wants to go to are the Jets or the Saints.
Yeah.
I mean, Davante Adams loves Derek Carr, bro.
Yeah,
I mean, he loves Derek Carr. He seems like a great friend and loves Derek Carr.
Hey, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button to get more from the show and make sure to click the bell to get notified every time new content drops. Check out full episodes of What's Right wherever you get your podcasts, or just click the link in the description below.